Hello there.
Hey guys, and welcome back to a Base Jedi Temple. In this video, we're going to be breaking down the new episode for Mandalorian, basically the finale of season 2. And oh my god, this episode was so good. You guys have to watch it. But before we get into this, make sure to like and subscribe. I post every day, and yeah, let's head right into this video. As Boba and the crew attacked the Imperial Star Cruiser, they wanted to find out where the child is being held inside of the Imperial Cruiser. So they asked them to be prepared to be boarded, and then in the inside, the Imperial cloner said, "You guys have to fight them back." But then they said, "Do you want a death wish?" As the crew boarded the Imperial cruiser, the pilot started to stand down. Same with the Imperial cloner, but one of them grabbed the Imperial cloner by the neck and put a gun through his throat. And then he started taunting Cara Dune about the Death Star and about Alderaan. As he did, Cara Dune put a bullet right through his head. And then as Cara Dune left, Mando just looked at her, and they also took the clone engineer. As they arrived to a small cantina, they find themselves with Bo-Katan and one of her assassins next to her. And they tell them that the child has been taken and they have the location for Moff Gideon. So Bo-Katan wanted to help as she wanted the dark saber. As one of Bo-Katan's assassins started to make fun of Boba Fett, they started getting into a heated argument. As Bo-Katan says, "You're not even a real Mandalorian. You're just a clone." If you've never watched the prequel somehow, well, Jango Fett was the donor for the Grand Army of the Republic for all the clones, which we all know how that ends up. But he kept one clone without double the aging, and he named him Boba Fett as his son. That's basically Boba Fett's origin. After the argument, Mando says, "If you get me the child, I'll give you whatever you want." So as they make a plan, the clone engineer tells them that the Dark Troopers are actually robots. After they tell them that, Bo-Katan then says, "Okay, then we have to split up." But then Mando says, "I'm going by myself." And then Bo-Katan says, "Very well." So as they make a plan, the clone engineer tells Mando where the child is. And so then they go to execute the plan. So as they saw Moff Gideon's shuttle, they started to act like Imperials and started to say that they're being attacked by Boba Fett. As Moff Gideon tells them to take a TIE squadron out there and take out the Slave One, they boarded the shuttle inside this cruiser and got out, and then they started blasting everyone inside. But Mando just stayed back and waited for them to go first, and then he will go. As they started doing their thing, Mando encounters all of the Dark Troopers, and he tries to close the door, but then one of the Dark Troopers holds it out, and one of them actually managed to get out and got into a fight with Mando. Now, this was an amazing battle, as Mando got his head bashed many times inside of a wall, but then he took his Beskar spear and put his spear through one of the Dark Troopers' throats. Now, as he gets into Grogu's cell, he finds himself with Moff Gideon and the dark saber over Grogu's throat. Now, this was really terrifying, as I thought that Grogu was actually going to die here, but they actually took his blood, and I think my theory came to life as they took Grogu's blood to bring back Palpatine. As Moff Gideon tells him to take the child, Mando goes to take him, but as he does, Moff Gideon takes out his dark saber and starts to slash his Beskar armor with it. As this happens, Mando takes out his Beskar spear, and they started to get into a heated brawl. But at the end, Mando ends up winning and goes to the ladies on the top floor with Grogu. But as Mando brought him up, Moff Gideon started to laugh and started to say, "Now, Bo-Katan, you should kill him." And as Mando looked and confused, Moff Gideon started to explain, as we saw in the Clone Wars, you have to kill someone to take the dark saber from them. And then he says, if she doesn't, she'll just act like someone pretending to be on the throne. And then she says, that's right, you have to battle. But then as that happens, the dark trooper started to board, and this is like one of my favorite parts. As they started to bang on the door, we see Luke frickin' Skywalker's X-Wing coming in and boarding their ship. And as one of Bo-Katan's assassins says, to respond, like, who are you? As that happens, someone in the cameras, as Grogu looks in the cameras, we see Luke with his lightsaber out, destroying every single dark trooper like it's nothing. And as that happens, Moff Gideon knew who it was. He knew it was Luke Skywalker. And Luke brought so much fear into the Imperials that Moff Gideon started to kill himself. Like, he wanted to kill himself. He put a blaster to his throat. And as that happened, he killed all of the dark troopers and waited in front of the door for them to open it up. As Mando opened the door, Luke revealed his hood, and it is actually a deep fake Mark Hamill version, but this is super good. I really like this episode, but as this happens, it was really emotional too, as Din had to let go of Grogu and give him to Luke. So this is what I like my theory that I did a couple of days ago, my predictions for Mando, how it's gonna go was actually correct. So I'm really happy about that, and make sure to go check out the video. But I got really emotional, and yeah, I almost started crying as he started to let him go. And behind, R2 came, and as Din removed his masks, I saw tears coming from his face, so it made me even more emotional, and I got one tear coming from my face. But as that happened, it just ended like that, the finale of season 2. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. I had a lot of fun making this. And yeah, may the force be with you. Bye!